Hey everybody, I just realized as I saw somebody mention in the chat that it still says Baba Yaga House. I was just working on that, which is why I wasn't live yet. I saw that and I was like, ah, piss. Alright, okay, alright. Updated. Stream info updated. Hello everybody. Hi. God, I should play some Baba Is You. I don't know if watching Baba Is You is an entertaining stream, because it's a lot of just me sitting and thinking quietly. It's a great game though. If you haven't played Baba Is You, it's superb. Hello everybody. Hey chat. Hi. Welcome to Saturday. Welcome to Frogs and Toads. Welcome to your first Jenna stream. This is it. We're in it. Okay. Here's Disco Elysium. Let me think about what we even did last time so I can catch you up. We solved kind of the mystery behind the cursed warehouse or shopping district. But then I didn't succeed in any of my checks to convince the lady that everything was fine, so she still thinks it's whack. And that's fine, I guess. I opened a dumpster and took out a racist mug that is now in my inventory. I found my arrest record, so I can see I've been on the force like 18 years. It's pretty crazy. Closed a lot of cases. Gonna close this one too. Just watch. I think that's everything of importance. Now I'm out here, as you can see, my little head bobbling. Here I am. Hello. Oh, thank you, Peter Shoes. 4 months. God, it's weird to think I've been streaming for 4 months. Nice weird. It's nice weird to think I've been streaming for 4 months. I took out, that's a great question. I took out a racist mug, as in a drinking mug I pulled out of the garbage and insisted on keeping. As a reminder of something, of what not to do, I think. I do like the idea of taking out a racist mug in that sense. Hopefully this game will let me do that at some point. And then we ended with me opening or dropping this cargo crate down. There we go. I just finished watching the Feels Good Man doc that came out last year. It's a lot. I don't recommend. I maybe read a synopsis before you get into it because it is a lot and it's still so relevant to our current political climate. It was very good though. I think it was really interesting and useful to watch. But boy, was it like I wasn't positive I was gonna get a drink for this stream, but after watching it, I was like, it's the afternoon. I could use a little bit of sip of the horrible beer I made. Okay. So now we're in sort of the area behind where the body was. I'm just sort of back here. I came back here to get my jacket. As you can see, I am now wearing... let's go ahead and get a close-up on this style. I wanted to get my jacket, so I jumped and got it on the first try. Don't rewatch the video on that. You can just take my word for it. First try, nailed it, did a perfect jump. And gosh. Finished half a bottle of Merlot. Shit. Night Merlot, more like it. Yeah, it was the Pepe documentary. It was super fascinating. My friend sold it to me. I don't know if they're watching. As being more about art, which I think it was quite a lot than it was necessarily about white supremacy, but it was an awful lot about white supremacy. It's a lot to take in. You there. What's your deal?
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
Let me know how the volume is, chat. The lyrics to this Container song are being made up as he goes along. Well, yeah, this is not a real Container song. The accent is so thick it's impossible not to notice he's from Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubi Sunt on Mundi.
Container, container, used to be well pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everett.
This is the new TikTok. This is the new sea shanty TikTok that's gonna take over. I'm not gonna interrupt this little man in his joyous activity. I hope he didn't have anything important to tell me. All right. Oh, thank you, Shark Facer. Ubi sunt. Yeah, Captain Oblivion, I've heard that. And I'm pretty excited. There's already a decent amount of voice acting, so that's pretty cool. Lukewarm coffee. Stair made of pallets leading up to the Union boss man's office. Cool short swordfish. Let me look at the swordfish. Taxidermied fish that tells the time. Everett! Wow, this art. Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. Before you is a with great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled. You in charge of the dock
Mr.
workers?
Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
This dude's voice. Kinda love it.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debargeurs Union here in Martinez.
I'm Everard Clare. So weirdly nasally. I feel like this character might be a bad guy, but I'm really into this design.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
I'd offer you my hand. Oh my god. He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. Kim, also a great voice. Some great voices. Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Drew Dubois stuff? Sorry, what's with this Dubois stuff? I added another word. You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name. Ooh, wait, could Dubois actually be my name? I'd rather
Please,
stand.
Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat, I insist.
I'm not... Listen, buddy, I'm not gonna fucking sit down.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean
I,
waves.
too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage any man who won't face me at eye level.
I've heard people named Claire are delights, at least based on what I've seen on the internet.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid
He's
I must
not-
ask you to leave.
He's not gonna talk to me if I don't fucking sit the fuck down? I either have to... I have to... Is it... Oh, this is the hardest thing, because, like, on the one hand, fuck this guy. I would just leave. And on the other hand, I want to unlock more of the game. And it'll be worse. I know from having to deal with used car salesmen that it'll be worse if I come back later and capitulate rather than capitulating right in this moment. Chad says, you know that chair is sitting on a trapdoor. Yeah, maybe. This is so annoying. I can't believe how annoyed I am. Fuck it. I'll come back another time. This dude sucks. Oh, have to leave? Okay. We're just gonna, I mean, I know. I just know. Fuck. I just know we're gonna have to walk all the way back up here. I'm so annoyed. Oh, this game is doing a great job of infuriating me in like a good way. You know how sometimes media infuriates you, but it's like you've earned this fury. Fuck this guy.
Mr. Dubois, I hope time is on your side this time. Please, take a seat.
Why are you calling
Please,
me?
Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat, I insist.
This galls me on a personal basis. I don't know why. I don't know where my brain is at, where I'm like, take a seat. Absolutely not. All right. Fuck this guy.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Remain
So tell me,
serious.
how can the head of the DeBarges Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Oh, challenge failure. Pain threshold. The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I heard you
just
got a
took
rather
damage.
rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners. It pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Oh, giant novelty check. Comically
It
huge.
should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
25 real? That is not going to cover my tab. I think my tab is like 35 real. But thanks. I can't wait to not give this to anybody. Oh, I could leave the check. No, I'm going to take the money. I know it's supposed to be a power play, but I don't care. Money's money.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the check again. It's like you're on a game show. At least, don't thank him for it. Yeah, I'm not going to thank him for it. Take the check
Is there anything you'd like to say to me?
and say
Or-
nothing. Am I going to be able to cash this check? I've never gotten a novelty-sized check. Is there anything else you'd like to say to me? Nah, it's cool.
Cool? Wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager, but sure, if that's what's cool nowadays.
It is.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Why is Lost Gun I know it's supposed to be bolded with the asterisk, but why is it bolded?
Lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. Claire, the voice is like if Richard Iowati made his voice more nasal. I would be delighted if I were playing a game and Richard Iowati was in it. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. I succeeded, but I still took mental damage. Am I gonna die in this conversation? When he says, don't worry, what he actually meant was be very worried. I'm not worried. I got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you've got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
Harry Dubois?
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Can I heal in conversation? Okay, great. I'm just gonna make Everart sit there while I pop some pills and put some ointment on. Oof. It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded. Obviously, ooh. Really low composure. I took the novelty check, which lowers my composure. Fuck me. I didn't say thanks for it, which increases my composure, but the chair is killing me. Which is lowering my composure. I'm gonna... Listen. You fail every dodgy dice roll you don't take. God, you're sweating, your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it. So what? Men can try too. That's my feminist agenda coming through. You want to cry? God, you're weak. Hey, fuck you, game. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
I mean, I guess I should not cry in front of this dude. Poof. What is this Mr. Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
You're in some kind of stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello-shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to the safe place. It's
Mr.
that one.
Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Yeah, crying in public is fine. I'll be honest. Every time I've ever cried in public, people have been like, hey, what's wrong? And have just really wanted to talk to me. Maybe you could use your hands somehow in a kind of throwing motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois. My character's having a breakdown. That's what's happening here. Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time, and I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
I did something right.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Thank you, Kim. Quick, here's a window. Get yourself together and ask some questions. Police officer questions. Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in? You called me Mr. Dubois. Why? Let's talk about my lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging. What is that container that's outside your office? Let me actually heal my brain a little bit before I get into this. You called me Mr. Dubois. Why? Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett. I call you Harry. So that's really my name? My God, it's true. I'm not doing a good Everett impression. I didn't want to believe it. I don't know if I can do an Everett impression. But you are a fantastic science fiction amnesia cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that? I think the odds of that are very low. I always give Kim a heavier French accent than he definitely has. It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is. My memory's fine. I was just testing you. So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder. Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You couldn't make out what's written on it. Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents? The lieutenant inspects Everett over his spectacles. Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about lost identity right now. Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on edge. Do some probing first. Okay, I've got high on that. From reading shipping folders before. I've got a +1 bonus. Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife, kids? Family. Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry? You're right. I don't. That's why I like you, Harry. His fat finger is pointing at you. A good man knows both his strengths and his weaknesses, and you, my friend, you are one of the all-time greats. That's nice. Where did you get that folder, huh? Ah, this. He's closed his folder. My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry. This translates to, haha, you guys are so corrupt. I find that very suspicious. May I have a look? I'm afraid this is only meant for union eyes, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. What kind of cop does it say I am? Well, Harry, he turns a couple of pages in the folder. If I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic. That's true. It did say I was a sorry cop. It said I was a sorry cop. Like, that's just the end of it. That's the kind of cop I am. What? I'm not apologetic, I'm confident. That's a lie. Well, you sure come off as confident in all your interactions, Harry. He chuckles. You're a real man's man. That means something different where I come from. It's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez. Kim suspects something, so I get a bonus. That's pretty cool. You know where I live? But of course, Harry, your precinct is the 41st, and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay. I feel like my mic volume's low, so I increased it a little. Sorry if that affects the volume you have your stream at. Let's have a look at this folder. Failure? I'm never gonna learn my name. Everett's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry. Goddamn. I've got nothing to hide. I'm a miserable person, and I know it. Oh, Harry, he peeks into the folder as if it's hard to turn away from the mysteries inside. Oh, wow, this is really something. I'm sure that it's not that bad, the lieutenant whispers. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that. You need assistance, I presume. Yeah, let's talk about other stuff. Let's talk about the hanging. Of course, that's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. Ooh, secret task complete. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. I'm sensing there's a but. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this whole thing wide open. Yeah, that sounds good, the lieutenant says with a slow nod. Let's do that. Hey, Lizzie Who! Thank you for the 4-month subscribe. I was just musing about how it's been 4 months, and it does not seem that long, but, you know, time. But I can't think straight with this weighing on me. Suddenly he slaps himself on the forehead. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented opening doors. That's not true. I think I failed the first time I tried to kick open a door. I've opened a few doors in my life. You heard wrong, Everett. We're not. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines? Kim says, I'm not sure I understand. He looks at the union boss. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen. Come now, I just need you to go to open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing, absolutely nothing shady about it. Incorrect. Untrue. But I definitely am a corrupt cop because I did steal from that sleeping guy and Kim definitely let me, so I don't see why we shouldn't just do this. I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Harry, my dear friend, he sinks deeper in the chair. I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. So why don't you just open the door yourself, buckaroo? Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have the extraordinary physique you do. He slams his fists together. You look like you could run around all day. I'm not wearing pants at the moment, is an important context to this. Lizzie Who, okay, thank you. I'm actually glad for that clarification. It's the start of 4 months, so it's only really been 3 months. That feels more accurate. You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you? I repeat, I'm a very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry? Whose door is it? Oh, no one's. Just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. What do you mean by weasel, buddy? A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. I think it seems like he wants me to open this door so that the weasel can be murdered. Refuse the task for now. Of course, Harry, I understand, but if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Fuck! Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Fuck! Perhaps this is just bad timing for you. You know, you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and your gun's sake, too. The lieutenant sighs. Yes, we both understand what you mean. This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later. Alright, we'll think about it later. Let's talk about that container. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I can't possibly remember what's in all of them. There's something special about it. It's attached to the Kvalsund crane. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch, he says with the fondest of smiles. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you. Smooth-talking. Maybe that's the way you should go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it. I am gonna try convincing the container to open for me? Okay. 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 I think... Alright. Kim seems to think we should do this. A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key. And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving. Too late to take it back now. This is probably fine. Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss? No, you've certainly beaten me in this conversation. Wait, he leans, reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Oh, thanks. I was wondering how I was supposed to get out of here. Here, you're one of us now, a real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry. I hope this doesn't reflect poorly on unions to anyone in the chat. Because unions are the best. Giant novelty check. Great. Oh, that's right. I have dice coming for me when I get a chance. All right. I guess I just have to go back the way I came. You know, I've never met the best of. I've never met the boss of the WGAE, which is the union I am a part of. So maybe that's what they're like. But yeah, that's true. I think this is not a police union. I think this is a dock workers union. Thank you for the subscribe, Tejo's Blanket.
I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
Great. Container, used to be Walpines. Container, now belongs to Everett. Hello.
Everett. He looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs?
I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know. And folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Yubi, right? Ah, yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had me leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. Aw. People say us Yubis are all up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know that was never any of that where I came from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors. Kim says, thank you for clarifying that, sir. What are you doing with the containers? Oh, I'm just making sure some covers for the containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. And what's going on here? The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outward from the containers' yard core. There appear to be cisterns under the Union's container covers. Huh. This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim. Yes. Kim says yes, they're hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debrado's Union logo on them. Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers? No, not really, he shrugs and continues merrily. Mr. Everhart doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. What is underneath these red covers? Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think. Thank you, Leo. You've been very helpful. Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all, the little guy confirms merrily. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners? Oh, yes, yes, he replies excitedly. I leave all kind of notes of myself. This sad old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. Well, what was that about the borscht? Oh, yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. The little man chuckles merrily. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. He shakes his head with a wide smile. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renardin's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking? Yes, yes, I've been taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. I like the idea of brewing borscht instead of making it. That really paints a picture. Something is off about the borscht? I'm gonna look into it? Okay. Oh, sure, mister, sure, the little guy nods. You do that. Yes, sir. I'm Leo, in that I don't understand why I just took that quest or what it means. He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along. That's me. I'm just, okay, mister. What's in that container over there? Oh, that one. He looks at the container. The one that I dropped last game. That should be empty as far as I know. A lot of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Kim says, told you. Where is everybody? The harbor is empty. Oh, most of those guys are down by the gate, keeping the scabs from coming in. He leans in with a confidential look. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now. So no one is working? Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everett is in his office, where he always is, and Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. He pauses to think. But Titus and the boys got into some drunken trouble, and Everett sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. He smiles and leans closer. Him and the boys stirred something up in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. Thank you for the subscribe, 236 Inc. 3 months running. Thank you. What? But what do they actually do? I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details, but that's just how boys are, you know? You know? I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school. Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the Hardys. He looks at you for assistance. Look at him. It's not going to be useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better go with the flow. Yeah, how much closer? Yeah, made to chat. Great question. He's already leaning precariously on the edge of that seat. Too rowdy? Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary? Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving and words are spewing forth. Words, 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 even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a price fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Let's just cut in there with your questions. No, I'm off. Thank you, Leo. You were a delight. You were easy, and I appreciate that. Thank you for the subscribe, Tomu929. The special borscht. The special borscht. Okay. Do I have anything I can retry? These are all super hard ones, which is why I didn't try them in the first place. Alright. Maybe we go back. Check on this container. It is sometimes hard to know where you can actually go in this game. Special Borsta can't be beat. R2 DJ, really good. Persuade the door to open, huh? I've got a bonus to that because of the cool dice I got from the dice maker. But this is very low. But I'll be able to retry it eventually. Oh gosh, I failed. Who could have guessed? Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric? Because getting physical was an option. Game. Because it wasn't an option, the lieutenant looked startled. Using my body over my wits. Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours. Alright, well. That went as I expected, so that's fine. Gosh, you know, that dude gave me a key, but I don't really know where that key goes. So... Oh, maybe down here. Hold on. Oh no, those are not functioning stairs at all. Maybe I can check my inventory. I don't actually see keys. Oh no, it was the card. It was the Union card. I don't actually see the Union card here either, other than the one I already had. I don't actually know where that would go to. Oh, no. He did say to talk to Manana about the key, but I think he also gave us a pass card that was supposed to let us into, or actually more appropriately out of this place. But I don't actually know where to swipe that card. So I guess it's fine. We'll just continue on our way. Oh, wait. Yeah, come down here. Come on. Come on, fella. Hustle. I know you're not wearing pants and it's cold out, but I need you to hustle. Oh, the card would let me tell the dock workers to let me through the gate. Okay, thank you, Snowy Kitty Kira. All right. Case of strike, press button behind card. Measure head makes all men quiver. Oh, it's the harbor. Okay. Yeah, there's that big burly dude. Let's go see what's down here first. Oh, hey, it's you. Hello, we're behind you now. How are you doing?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means, talking to the boss man, too, probably. Complete shit. It's but a rest area on the path leading towards across open plains, he nods solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face. Right! You talk to the boss eye to eye. Like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. Any idea who killed the hangman? The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why ever do such a thing? He shakes his head solemnly. Okay. Everett said you had a key to a door. A key, huh? He runs his fingers through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open? He said it belonged to a weasel. Oh, say no more. I got you. He taps the side of his nose with a wink. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel and it didn't sound like the local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. I'm not opening the store for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons, which is the one I chose. Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it, I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing there. And what you're looking for is a basement door right behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling and rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. It means we keep out of each other's business. Kim says, okay, but where did you get the key from? Mañana says, the janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. He talked about life and things that really, truly mattered. His gaze wanders off into the distance. None of this mess we're in, this jiving and juggling. What's it for? He doesn't wait for your answer. To feed our children, I guess. Anything else I should know about this guy? He shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who we are, what we're fighting for. The man takes a big sip from his flask. He means he's not going to tell you because he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everett. Alright, well that's something. Why are you striking? We're negotiating our share. Let's see. How large a share would you like? All of it! However, right now, we want all the harbor dockers to be on the company's board so that they can take part in the decision-making process. Honestly, seems fair. This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in Southeast Grad. But don't say that loud if you're a communist. Are you a communist? No. He pauses to think for a moment. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying, I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Right on, brother. Just the way the world works. Boyadero? Alright, I got the picture. That's great talking to you, dude. Okay, let's go and talk to these people over here. Hello, miss. Oh, I can't talk to you. I see. Hello, sir. You look tall.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
That's true.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant side agrees. Say nothing, size him up first.
My morphophysiology.
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
I mean, that's fair. I definitely cannot fight this guy. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and I have police business with you. Ham sandwich is really good.
Negligence that has led you to succumb to
A ghoul? His face contours in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need you to cooperate with me.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Aplo Group B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Ham Sandwich race is waning.
Does this guy remind you of someone? The guy down there. The fat racist over there. You're just after pumping some iron. I'm the police. I need you to comply now. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please. You're just him after pumping some iron. The race stuff isn't important. I think I'm just gonna be, I'm a cop and I need you to comply. This guy's gonna punch me in the face.
Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Obsessed with sadness and frivolous pop culture.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
I love Measureheads, babe. I don't know why. It just seems like she's not listening and just being like, yeah, babe, that's totally right. And I vibe with that energy. You're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer. Your situation is serious. Your people have probably killed a man. This is going nowhere. The situation is
Enough
serious.
with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art and your microcephalic skulls.
You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. It would enrich you rhetorically. Wouldn't that mean I'd have to become a Simone supremacist myself? Well, yes. Why don't you want to be a Simone supremacist? So what if you're not Simonese? You can be anything. I'm not... I don't want to do that. It's so hard for me to resist any checks. Oh, yeah, do you know anything about this mug? He does not so much as glance at the object. Okay. Why did I pick up this racist mug? Know anything about it? Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. He had nothing to do with it. Okay. What are these tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures down towards the lorryman down the street. Welcome to Revachol, you hear him yell at a redheaded woman visiting the street nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw the phrenologic grid on my skull and features that should dispel any doubt. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, is not entirely free of throwbacks to the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller. Boy, I don't want to justify this theory by engaging with it. So I'm gonna say nothing. Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years there will be no need for service homunculus. I'm just gonna show him my ID card. The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul. You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this. Isn't Everett the Union bias white? Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. But you still serve him. How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, something your race, naivistic communists never did. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs? I have gotten it from disco, actually. Offshoots of the Simonese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race, but what is done is done. I'm not surprised you enjoyed it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Simonese race. I don't really know who the Simonese are. I've recently experienced head trauma. I can see that. The Simonese are a South Island group, haplogroup A4A, the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descended from the Areopag... blah, 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 blah. We are the future. That is all you need to know. So you were born and raised on the islands there before you moved to Ravashore? I'm descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumburu within my genetic dream. Sorry, this is going on so long, and I'm so not interested in what this dude is saying. Okay, yeah, I pretty much got it. We'll talk to you later. Can I just go around him? No, okay.
Your race descent has only worsened since I left.
Okay. Alright, so I think I have to go through here to get out. I like wrap it up all caps. Alright, well, how did I get into this room? Was it through here? I think this is just gonna take me... Oh, I can go down the stairs. Thank you, Snow Kitty Kira. Saving lives. That's right, because I probably can't just straight jump back the way I came. I see. These little stairs out the back? Ugh. See, that might be my only complaint so far about the game, is that it's just really, really difficult to know where you can or can't go at any moment.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Bastards! His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man of his size. That didn't sound that screechy to me. What's going on here?
Frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
With us? Beat the honest worker down?
Why should I?
Fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
R2DJ, you do not need to apologize for that rant. It's very good, and I appreciate. That's a good thing to be passionate about, honestly. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Yeah, that's accurate. Okay, yes then.
You can handle us. A cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work. Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strike breakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking
Rights
about?
of people, rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases. Which is exactly what I'm doing, I'll thank you to point out. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Ask them the question. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Who are all these strikebreakers? Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interest. The man runs his hands through his steadily graying military haircut. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want to work, they ought to let those who do want to work. Kim says, I have a question. The lieutenant looks him in the eye. Why do all of these men follow your leadership? You think they follow me because I'm big and loud? Big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do. What exactly is your goal here? We were promised work. We'd be in there working if the bastards hadn't shut the gate. And you are unable to breach the entrance. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean that scrawny mesk punk either. He points to the dock worker idling on the staircase. I mean, head measurer or whatever he is. Wait, head measurer? Yeah, the giant up on the... I see. He won't let the workers by. How bad could one guy be? You seem capable. Bad, the man glares at you. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantaged position, and he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke. That one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Have you considered talking to him? I talked to him. It went great. Like civilized folk, you mean? No, come on. Kim, it would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway. Yeah, it really scabs versus racists in here. I mean, this game is clearly about not anybody being likable or good, so they're doing a great job narrowing in on making everybody just so shitty, except for the dice maker, who was a delight. No, they will give up eventually or get drunk, leave the button unguarded, then we will charge. Alright, we're done talking. Gosh, okay. So it's evening now. Eventually it's gonna be, I guess, time for me to sleep? An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Ooh, it just auto-saved. That's exciting. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Oh yeah, scabs is a casual term for people who work during strikes, basically. So if a union has gone on strike and are refusing to work in order to leverage their collective power to make changes in the workforce, scabs can be brought in to do the work for them as a way of undercutting that collective power. The worn and beaten wooden planks of a bench do not look overly comforting. The lieutenant looks down the street. We can sit on the benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go. Tutorial agent, you can revisit this bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone. Okay. I don't like the idea of the lieutenant being gone. We're in this together forever, right? Yeah, I've definitely seen giant inflated rat balloons in New York when scabs were being deployed as a workforce. I mean, they almost always have to pay scabs more than they would pay the workers.
It doesn't need to be a struggle.
Because, I mean, you just almost have to. Because most scabs, I mean, have their own leveraging buying power, weirdly. Our economy is a mess.
Oh, I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Old Rene first.
I assume this is old angry Renee?
Have you no shame?
Yeah.
Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
Rene, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
This one's still chewing on his sandwich.
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. Alright, I got this. Ball time. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. Okay, I've got a high chance. But I get a +2 for acting without hesitation. I wonder what kind of bonus I would get if I watch them. Well, we'll never know. Whoa. Ha-hey! You are immediately surprised at the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. Take in the surroundings. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind. Everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. What? It's on my neck? Oh, I get it, because I'm... What? It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covering the bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready. Let go. Be the ball. What the fuck? Did I fail? Or was that a successful throw? Merde! The old soldier yells in outrage. Bordel de merde! A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't a whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24 and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about. I don't think that's the game. What the hell is your problem? Problem? I don't understand. You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 boules. I thought it was shock puck. Well, it's damn well isn't. It's pétanque. The man snaps, raising his voice again. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our boule back. Take it easy, Renee. The jolly one tries to defuse the situation. It was just a misunderstanding, wasn't it, officer? No harm done. Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. The heel of his cavalry boot slams into the ground. You owe us a goddamn boule. Fucking funny. Oh, yeah, that was a yeet. A yeet when I shouldn't have yoked. I don't have a boule, but will this do? Hold out the shock put ball. Will this? He falls silent and stares at the ball. No, it goddamn nil not. Thank you, officer. The jolly man quickly takes the ball and bounces it in his hand. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's even better than our old boule, even. Mon Dieu, he mumbles, rubbing his temples. All right, fine. What is it you want, officers? Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder. Yeah, actually, it's a great question. Why did I come here? You never know. You might know something. This is a good vantage point. Fucking funny. Renee, I found your guard booth. Yes, the Debrados Union pays me to stand vigil during nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. I don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight. Wow, probably not enough money to buy a replacement pool, huh? You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard. Yes, it does, he nods. Unfortunately, I wasn't working on that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. Why were you on leave? It's a private matter, nothing to do with your investigation. No, I'm gonna need to know why. You see, Officer Renee is the kind of man who'd rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, seek it. A real man's man. Not what that means. He's just gotta write it out. That is what it means. I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. The outburst makes him clutch his chest. It's nothing. I just gotta cut back on coffee. Who was going to work your shift that night? No one. The booth has been unmanned since last Monday. That's so suspicious. The booth has been... Yeah, there's no other guard. It's just me. No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday. Yes, he nods. It's not actually an issue, I mean. Look, officers, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. No one never had one before Renee. Mr. Clark had that booth built specialty for him. It's mostly decorative. Mostly decorative. The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals. Everett created this job for Renee because he knows the Royal Carabiner, his pension of honor, and PTSD isn't something a man can live off of. Oh, God, that's sad. A decorated Kingsman collecting terror reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words. Oh, I see. Big guy looks after the small and everyone works together. Such dependency only weakens man further. Renee's but one man. He needed a program to get all the elderly back in the job market. Renee should rent out his services, invest the profit, and get a few more guys and expand. Okay. Renee's but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated. Look, officer, can we conclude that the topic of my guard booth now? Yeah, that's fine. Do you guys know anything about the Hanged Man? Unfortunately, I don't, he shrugs. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting local law enforcement, but this affair has passed me completely. In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have any problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics. Oh, here's a loaded question. What about police women? I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and all other administrative duties. Yeah, that figures. You better not be implying that women are unfit for field work. I'm merely stating that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain more challenging tasks than women. Remaining headstrong, making tough decisions on the spot, or even tackling physical obstacles that are a few examples of such challenges. I bet this is the kind of guy that would yell at a woman for being, quote, headstrong if she, like, disagreed with him about something. It's a positive for policemen, but a negative for women. You're a bit of an asshole, aren't you, old man? There's no point in getting angry at nature, officer. This is just the way we are made. All right, motherfucker. I saw the statue of Philippe III near the roundabout. Yes, King Philippe III on a steed. A reminder of what you rather sure once was. Oh, absolutely, he smiles as if relieving a pleasant memory. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold. A superpower, feared and respected, a testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king, somebody who knows how to rule, by snorting a bunch of cocaine and sleeping on gold. What's this about cocaine? Big fan of the purple nose candy that nobility loves so much. I like this alternate reality where cocaine is purple. You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a tyrant? Sorry, of a ruler. That's why the Philippine kings used cocaine for clarity of vision to aid their work. Regnum cocainium, Revishal's finest years. Phew. Kim says, of course, clarity of vision. Awareness. I don't know, this is just more cocaine talk. I really want to get to some good stuff. This is all just so underwhelming. Alright, I don't want to talk about this coke-addled king. What don't even rule anymore. What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez? Oh, is this me? This is because I keep saying none of the above political stuff, isn't it? It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps in the hangover, perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience. What the fuck does this mean? First, where's the kingdom of conscience? It's not a place, it's a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. Of all human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. Feel like I'm being mocked. How do you bring about those circumstances? Incrementally. Well, that feels accurate. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. Disagree. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She's... Not Doris Day, Dolores Day. I read that and my brain 100% stopped. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment. But what about all the things that are wrong now? Okay, but what's the kingdom of consciousness actually like? This sounds mega boring. Count me out. But what about the things that are wrong now? Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the kingdom of conscious. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren may not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What's sang-froid? Wait, is the kingdom of conscious really about doing things or just preserving the status quo? This is a great question. Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed? God, my actual status quo or the status quo in the game? Then you've never lived through real chaos. Sometimes in the face of great disaster, defending the status quo is chaos. Ugh. I'm not going to make a jerk-off motion, but please imagine me making a jerk-off motion. The kingdom's difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscious is post-capital, post-national, post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual. I don't like that last bit. I mean, yeah, I'm for sure gonna opt out. Because this sounds dumb. That seems fine. I still want to live for the present, though. What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of consciousness is coming whether you like it or not. That was an interesting and weird little lofty inclinations. Very good. Enormous booze worthy of a real man. That was an interesting and weird little diversion. I don't entirely know what to make of it. Yeah, Nokotsu Jumala. I 100% agree. I don't like that empathy was a spokesperson for don't do anything. Don't rush to change things because you won't be sustainable. I don't stand with that. Ugh. I'll find a bag one of these days. Ooh. Coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimins and pull the handle while looking inside, then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty? Well, I already know from the map that they were trying to turn this into a tourist area, and it just didn't take. Your money disappeared into the coin slot, a clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab gray shape, like a ghost. Turn the knob to focus your vision. The lenses shift, the ghost sharpens into an inlet in the bay. In the ruins of man-made structures visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago, nothing but a rotten tooth remaining of an anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree goes on top of it. There are ruins of some kind of building there. Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out. Well, that's fine. What about this one? Screams for memes. Usually 2 hours. We started around 3:30, so we're about an hour and 15 in, so probably another 45 or so minutes. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. Poor little viewer. Pat it. The metal feels cold and wet under your hand. It looks unhygienic. Look inside anyway. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Unuk, written on the other side with N and C scribbled backwards. I see. It's Kuno. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and grays appears. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky, weather-worn wooden planks, and an X-cross-shaped tower topping its tower. the star of Paracarnassus, or Chiro, the central symbol of the Paracarnassus Church, a star, a great moral height to be striving towards. All around the wooden buildings, you see chunks of sea ice gathering on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice. I hear the distant squall of seabirds. Oh, a bag! I did it! I did it, gang! I got a bag! I won the game! I won the game forever because I found a bag! Got some cash. Gosh, I hope Kim's happy that I found a bag. I'm so excited. I hope Kim's happy for me. Bag 80% complete. The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. Kim, look! Bullet holes! Where? He looks around. We're cops, we should solve it. There? He looks to the wall. Those are old. You mean like from the Revolution? Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. I'm a dummy. Those bullets were fired during the Revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law. All right. Ooh. All right, there's the bookstore. This coin operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Alright, there's the bookstore. Yeah, we're still on day 1, but it is getting late in the game. So... Whoa, what have we here? A bridge. A bridge with loose nails and rotten-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation, and if ever there was one. I'll just take my chances. It's fine. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Ooh, a back way. A back way into somewhere. It's a wall on the side of an apartment building. Why am I looking at this wall? An expected failure. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling. I guess I'll just never know. Oh, I'm on the other side. On the other side of the wall. Garden hose. Won't be of any use until the snow melts. Balcony with a view. And the yard and the hanging. That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Another spattering of bullet holes. Okay, yeah, we're on the other side of the... Oh, this is the door we're supposed to unlock. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. Press your ear to the door. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. I know I'm just supposed to unlock the door, but I'm gonna knock. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment. I guess no one's in, Kim says. He looks uncomfortable. Lieutenant, what is your opinion of this task we're undertaking? Kim says, let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for. But every day tells yourself something new about yourself, the lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded door. Apparently working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. So you don't mind if I unlock the door? I mind that a local thug is using the RCM for his busy work, but if this gets us to the bottom of the hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. Wow, Kim. On the other hand, he looks at the surrounding windows uncomfortably. We could just leave and tell Everett we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it. Lie to Everett? Is that also an option? Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task, you make the call. That's tricky because I know I'm bad at I don't think my character's good at lying. But my guess is, oh, I can see my stats. Sorry cop, boring cop, superstar cop, apocalypse cop. Communist, no fascism. Ultra liberal, moralist. Good cop, bad cop, 6. I don't know what that means. Honor 1, people killed 3. Case will solve 216. Years in service 18. Okay. Oh, bye R2 DJ. I guess I'm gonna leave it for now. And I'm gonna try lying. Cause fuck Everett. Ooh, wait. Can I click you? Ooh, an orange bum hat. And alright, let's take a look at this hat. +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. Oh man. I don't hate it. I did want to double check if changing my stats lets me redo. I don't know if it does. Okay. I guess the question is, do I want more rhetoric or more reaction speed? I think I want the rhetoric. Yeah. How do I equip you? Yeah, look at me. God, the hat would really match this outfit, huh? God, what a look. But I think I didn't want the bonuses of the pants. All right. Yeah, we got the bag. We're rocking the look. Must be another way into the building. I mean, yeah, probably. Hello, beautiful. Get in here. Yeah. This is a different game now. This is a game of hide and seek.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep.
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back. That's fair. Logic error, she's not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Now, no, why would you even say that? Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all. Alright, great talk, kid. Yeah, let's see what we got. Ah, recycling? Hell yeah! I love to recycle. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Inside, the frame of a motorcycle in repair and tools used to disassemble it. Is there anything else over here? Yeah. Love to be able to heal. You there. What's your deal? This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Oh, this is a rich person. I bet they can tell me about the world. Hello, Joyce. The striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her
Good evening,
throat.
officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
The owners of the harbour. What gave us away? Was it my lack of pants?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What does the L stand for, Joyce?
Leighton, my maiden name.
Shake her
I'm
hand.
glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold. Like steel. There's a strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Heaven's quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you? Ding!
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat. Why, yes, I am. She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Does she have a name? The boat? No. It is called Cordelite 19 because that's the kind of sloop it is. How do you like it? My sloop? My sloop? I like it a lot. Her teeth curls into a wry smile. It's the eel's hips, baby. Okay, Joyce. I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating. Wow, Kim. Wow, Kim. What can you tell me about this lynching? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something. Ooh. Secret task complete. Interview the Wild Pines rep. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Shit. Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. The lieutenant hands her a piece of blue plastic. I'm Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice. Oh, and what happened to yours, detective? She returns the lieutenant's badge and returns to you. Remember when my partner told you I've recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it. I see. She looks increasingly worried. So are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. Oh dear, she sighs with confusion, sadness even. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia? I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as I may sound. I simply can't imagine what you'd gain by faking such a condition. Breakthrough imminent. That's delightful. As I said, ma'am, this technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM. Oh, I don't know why I was doing the British lady's accent for Kim. That was Kim. Of course, I sympathize. I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more than until I've seen that badge. Damn it. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually benefit. Sympathy for your amnesia +1. How do I negotiate my way out of this? Failure. But ma'am. Oh, feelings will guide the way, huh? But ma'am, I need to know about the lynching. It's very important to me. Please? I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share our responsibility for disarming the situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible. You have so much else. I have only this. This is the entirety of my existence. She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her. This boat, for example, and a home somewhere. I only have this case. Oh, wow. Officer. Go ahead and heal my brain. I don't remember anything except this lynching. There's only this coast and this lynch. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt. You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in somehow. To be frank with you, if I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible, like your gun. The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Must not come. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause. Detective, a word in private before we continue. Is Kim gonna scold me? Ooh, yeah! I finally finished one thought. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the bougie street, spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district, then past the video rental store on the corner. There at the end of the street, lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? Where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you know now. Learning cat for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 PSY. Okay, cool. Alright. Great. Oh, can I only have one of these at a time? Oh no, I see it's bridging. Okay. Great. Alright, Kim. What do you got to say to me, buddy?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go, Kim? Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique of keeping her off balance. And, you know, not volunteering us to be her henchmen. Oh, so we're henchmen now? This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along. Or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands. Maybe this is all her plan? She might have heard about you. Haha, what do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? The company must have more ears on the ground. We could just, you know, find my badge. Kim. Oh, he nods slowly. That would be fantastic. But do we have the time? The world is large. And your badge is 8 by 16 centimeters. That's a good point. Situation may have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence. We could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. So what do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking, Kim? No. If there's a reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union. Or that we're on their take. Well, which kind of are. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate briefly. He adjusts his glasses. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We will tell her it's done and demand her information about the lynching. That's a great idea, Kim. Let's do that.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
What can I help you with? Alright, tell us about the drug trafficking. Straightforward. Someone is using terminal weed to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola to the Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years. Ingredients for what, ma'am? Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you couldn't make with this stuff. Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place in various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here. The Wild Pines seem to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. What do you mean to say? Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean? We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no, as far as the company owns, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Every chain has its weak link. The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout. Am I gonna need book colors for this, lady? Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed from a network of local manufacturers well beyond their grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at the roundabout. Ah, interesting. Perhaps you've noticed a large number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. She gives you a knowing look. Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream, where it's clearer. I'll be explicit. If you find the drivers, I will share company secrets with you. Great! Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier? We did! On more than one occasion. Yeah, that tracks. Apparently there's some sort of interpersonal disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under. Kim says, we know the company has launched its own probe into the union-alleged involvement, but we also know it came up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence. We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. Then the two might even be connected. Kim says, or not, guys. Though, if you have any evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it. As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Mwah. Okay, I've made my mind out about the smuggling investigation. We will take the case. The jam mystery. Great. Excellent. She takes a long sip of tea. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need. Ooh, yeah, you seem a smart woman. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. Ooh, yes, I will ask about the money as well. This reality? She pulls her hood closer around her neck. Yes, reality. Here's your side case. An experimental side case. It's related to the medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality. Yes, the episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy. Now that I think of it. She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you. Don't be phased, madam. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality. Yeah. We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can. Ooh. Interesting. Some very, very low luck checks. What times are these? These are unimportant times, detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled, 1,000th of a second too late. You lucky dogs. Too late for what? For the big time. What's the big time? The revolution, she says. Ha, and what is this revolution I keep hearing about? It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next. Who gets shot in the head and who gets the material rights. Sorry, the mineral rights. It's a real kerfluffle. Who got the mineral rights? The liberals got the mineral rights. She looked up in the sky, then inland at the crumbling city. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Okay. And by liberals, you mean... Liberals are usually middle-class people, detective, or the remaining gentry, the beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution. With monarchy, big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras or ultra-liberals. They fared well. How did the liberals win it all? They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everybody else got shot in the head, remember? She's one of them, of course. Wait, you just said the liberals too. Who are the coalition? Coalition of nations. Grad, Misk, Vesper, Messina, Orange, and Sur-le-Clef. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do. The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Ravachol now. The government, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They emboard it. Blah, blah, blah. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. I'm not that invested in the horrible political and cultural background of this fictional world right now. Maybe it's because there's too much happening in my world, but I'm sort of like, just give me the XP. I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am. Of course, she sizes you up. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work. Rudy tooty, point and shooty. That's the way of history, she nods. That's enough about the times. Let's do these dice roll and fail at these dice roll and see what happens. It remains a mystery what you mean by something close. This isn't really about you, it's about reality. What about conceptualization? Yeah, also bad. Well. What are you? What I am not is a basic term of reality. Okay, that's fair. It's a neurological disorder caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out. Alright, let's talk about something else. Where are we? We're in Martinez, baby! Martinez is a district of Revachol. She looks around, her green raincoat flapping in the wind. A very small distinct tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, not this time of year. Just not this time of year. What sea is this? It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol, and the bay feeds into the ocean. And we're near the ocean. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insolitic. Alright, that's all for now. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Is that what you want to say? But is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? What? Why not? Look at this lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub. What nice fabrics. Why, yes, tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt matching a scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her her lobes. Her light green eyes scan you full of knowledge and worry, wealth, and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason. Yeah, so what? Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too... What's this feeling? I've never felt it before. Shame? You haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? What shame is there to be felt in front of these dock workers, cops, and hotel clerks, but to belittle yourself in these eyes veut de nil? And I was saying, her voice breaks the silence, and suddenly you're back again. Nearby, a seagull pecks at a piece of garbage. If there's any way to be of assistance, don't hesitate to ask. Gotta try. How am I gonna get money if I don't ask? I succeeded! Well, I succeeded in asking. I didn't succeed in getting it. Let's see. Voila, you're doing it. I can say, you seem to be rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help me, I'm poor. I need money to keep a living. Can I have some money, ma'am? Of course, she nods. She doesn't even smile. How much do you need? She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than letting on? Definitely not 0 or 1. That's an insult to me and her. 100 seems like she might actually give it to me. But 10,000 seems like she probably would not give it to me, but I mean, if I don't try, then I definitely won't get it. I mean, there's no way she's gonna give me 10,000 real, right? Okay, your chat seems to be saying 100. Okay, I'll try for 100. Let's see what we can get. That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large. I'm saying, Joyce, am I right? She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills. She removes a few notes and hands them over. Woo! What? Oh, yeah! Hustle and hustle and hustle. Okay. The paper is cold and oily to the touch. There must be about 200 real in that zip bag, maybe a little less, plus some change at the bottom. Maybe I could rob her. I'll think about it. So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but... I'm an honorable policeman, or I could just say I want to talk about something else. You're right, ma'am. The donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they're properly logged with the precinct. Which she most certainly will do. She bows and then raises a single eyebrow in your direction. Great. Thank you. Goodbye. Great. All right. And now she's going to see me pick up some bottles off the ground that I can recycle. God, I can't believe that worked. Can't believe that lady just gave me cash money. It is getting late in the world of the game. It's also getting late in real world, but I know there's got to be like some kind of sleeping mechanic. Whoop, get back here. Because what I really want to do is get my dice from the dice maker. No, come back. Okay. God, the city is filthy. There's bottles strewn everywhere. I have a feeling I'm going to turn these in, and it's going to be an absolute pittance. Let's actually go turn this in. I want to know how much money I'm making, if any. Ooh, yeah, infinite Claire, that's a good question. I hope it fits infinite bottles. It would be a nightmare if it didn't. All right. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. I'm a richer man now. I can buy some stuff. What do I want to buy? Is there anything I want? I can get some booze, maybe. Ooh. Hello, miss.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
No. Can I exchange this novelty check for cash? Oh, wow. I'm just rolling in the cash. It's payday, baby. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. She rolls up the giant novelty check, looks like she's seen it before, and slips it under the counter. No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying you with cash. I don't know if that's how that works. Does Freet have a warehouse in the back of Whirling in Rags? A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Freet does. That's fair. Come on, give me something to work with here. Fine, Freet doesn't have a warehouse, just a little back room here, okay? Okay. Could buy a raincoat. Ooh, +1 endurance. Wait, what does my current coat do? Ooh, current coat gives me 2 bonuses, so... Oh, what is the chat? I know I need the money to... Oh, I have to pay to get my hotel room back. Okay, that makes sense. right, let's look and see how this raincoat looks. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, but I kind of like the surprise reveal from behind of no pants. Because he could be wearing little short shorts under there. But nope, he not. Peekaboo. It does match the bag, which was very nice. I talked to somebody who is rich. Oh, I'm not gonna beg from Lena. She's too sweet. I don't think I can engage any of these people. Our main character woke up this morning, like in the game this morning, with amnesia. So presumably just the day. Here's your trash container key. You can have that back. I found the victim's clothes. Pretty good. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Oh, did you not, Gart? Could someone in your staff have put them there? Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the police scene. Well, then who else has keys to the trash container, buddy? Trash collection service? CS Municipal? I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though. Kim says, the illustrative CS Municipal. And I will be able to track them down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you, anyway. About the money I owe. How much did I owe you again? 100 real. I don't want to pay you. I need a drink. Pour me a drink. You're not gonna make me a drink, buddy? Cafeteria manager, so he's not gonna make me a fucking drink. Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff. You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic and I need my fix. Wow. He's just not going to serve me booze? That's very responsible of him. All right. I have your money. I do hope you choke on it, Gert. I think you suck. Great, perfect. I hope you enjoy your freezing cold room with the window you broke yourself. Oh. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 2100. Find money for rent and pay Garrett. Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance, 200 reals per night. If you don't have the money, it's over for you. Got it. You got nowhere else to stay. Time stops advancing after 2 in the morning. If you haven't paid for your room by then, the game's over. Whoa. This is an interesting mechanic that I was not expecting. Don't leave finding money on the last minute, however. It's harder to make cash after the nightfall when the shops are closed and streets empty. Kim is also taking a room here. We're gonna be room buddies! He takes lieutenant money and hands him a keyring. Always happy to have the officers of the RCM as guests. That seems like a lie. By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here. Absolutely out of the question. What? Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger, then we sing this place to shit. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye to you. Alright, okay. God, so we have to fucking shit. After 2100. Okay. Alright, I can pick up the dice tomorrow. Wait, was there a time on that? Be sure to have money with you. Uh-oh. Things are gonna start costing me money, huh? Oh, I've been meaning to play What Remains of Edith Finch. I've heard very, very good things about it. Simone is a huge fan. I think I own it. I should put that on my list. It's so hard to find time to play games. Okay, I have a point to spend. Rhetoric might be worth updating. Just because I feel like it comes up sometimes. Oh, what do I have? Something. Oh, my hat. My hobo hat is giving me a minus to rhetoric. That's fair. Maybe pain threshold. What do shivers do? Tune into the city. Interesting. Reaction speed. I think I'm gonna update reaction speed. That just feels like a safe one to choose. And I bet that unlocked some new stuff I can retry. Ooh, I can try stealing again. I can try stealing a crime book. Great. I should be trying more of these legendary checks. I mean, I know they do bad stuff to me sometimes when I fail them. But it just seems like I should be getting, you know, putting myself out there. Trying, even though it might physically or mentally hurt me. God, is there any stuff I can... Yeah, bottle. You're gonna let me pick up that bottle? Is it below me? It must be below me. Okay. Go ahead and save. Okay, well, Kim, this is me. Do you want to like come in and have a drink or something? Do you have like an early morning or?
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Oh, how romantic. Oh, I'm for sure gonna debrief. You know what I mean. If only this game would let me take off my underwear. The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum, then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim. I have cigarettes every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual. I think I might want to pick up smoking. What? How did you get so cool, Kim? The light of his cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of the wills, and it's unhealthy. That's right. Smoking's not cool. It sucks, and you suck if you do it. That's not a moral judgment. It just means, you know, addiction. Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit. Below it all. Alright then, let me take my underwear off and then we'll be debriefed. How do you think today went, Kim? The lieutenant raises his eyebrows. Well, we didn't even look at the body. But we performed a thorough search of the premise of the crime scene. Well, okay, Kim, I'm sorry. In every other run-through, when I looked at the body, I vomited. And I didn't do a good job. Generally prefer to start with searching the scene. Sorry I couldn't do more today. I'm just not a very good cop, am I? Oh, I am a sorry cop. Fuck! I hate that this game accurately understands the choices that I've made and keeps... I'm so annoyed. Okay. We're both doing our best under the circumstances. Just don't drink tonight, please. Aww. As for the interviews, we conducted an interview with Everett Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information. That's saying something. He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you should have gotten more out of Everett. That's probably true. He's a tough cookie, that one. Claire also helped you. How should I say? Remember your name? That's a big relief. I want a different name, Kim. What I haven't ruined yet. You can look in the process of changing your name after we finish the investigation. Thanks, Kim. Kim's just not taking any of my romance bait. We tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I appreciate this game giving us kind of a recap of basically what we've done today. That's an interesting gameplay mechanic. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it must be important. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? No, Kim, I'm playing a game, and I want to move quickly from thing to thing, so I run. So, yeah, I don't like to waste time, buddy. My mind moves fast, the rest has to keep up. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those heels... I know. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. It goes with the orange. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. What are our powers, actually? They're quite limited. Power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise them most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses in accordance with the interdepartmental schedule. That's right. I got my clipboard with things that I could write on and turn out to people, and maybe they pay me. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount, and undermines trust in the RCM. Why not more than 1,000? We're not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol. Alright, Kim, what else? We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. Prevents confusion and overcrowding. And if someone resists? As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we're permitted to use whatever force is necessary. Yeesh. And strongly admonished not to abuse that power. Strongly admonished is insufficient. What happens to the people we convict? We don't convict, we arrest and send them to coalition government courts, La Couronne and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies, the records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. So who makes all these rules? The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution, so we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order, no more, no less. This was less pillow talk than I was hoping this conversation with Kim was going to be, so... Perhaps it is better to say that we were allowed to form. Supportive contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Interesting. Say nothing. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. Thank you. I'm very deep, Kim. Moral intern. What is it? The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They ran this place after the revolution failed. I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. Okay, they're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP. I don't think that sounds for Insane Clown Posse. In fact, I remember reading ICP and thinking ICP, Insane Clown Posse, but it wasn't that, but I don't remember what it is. It doesn't matter, I guess. What do you think of them, Kim? They are a fact. I try not to have opinion on facts until they change. Wow, Kim. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. I have opinion on them. Do you? The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. They've done an awful job here. We're stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Immigrants, illegals, men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. That's the hand we're dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes. Yeah. Yeah, vigilantes sound bad. Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinaise, most of them at least, especially the Union, vigilantes. I expect our job here is to prove quite challenging. Yeah, none of those options were super great. Mix us up. I didn't feel great about any of them. So I'm just gonna look into the night and slide my hand along this bar so that it gets closer to Kim's, and maybe, just maybe, our pinkies brush. The dying light of the city shimmers below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Lieutenant Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. 2 glowing circles. Finally, he pulls on his cigarette and says, "They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH. Why are they like this? It's our fault for leaving the place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks. The jurisdiction is of our 2 precincts." He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, "We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... meh. But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our system works. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate." I mean, the city's not doing great, bud. Ha! It screams for me. We probably will be gone by the time you get back. That's my hope, but happy laundry time. We won't change anything here. Probably not. Anyway, positive change happens slowly. We never really get to see the impact of our actions. He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older. Hey, Kim. Thank you for this. End of the day debrief with Kim. 30 XP Gond. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks out the door. Yeah, I'll see you later, Kim. Can I recycle this booze? No, don't leave. Come on. Yeah! This makes it look like I'm getting my life together, but I am just recycling all of this, so hopefully I can have some money for booze at some point. Somebody's got to sell me alcohol at some point in this game, is what I'm saying. Mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. Use the chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Yeah, what happens if I do that? I failed. Oh, that was such a good rule. Oh, I didn't have the... Ah, it's so annoying. I didn't have the tool in hand. Fuck, that's annoying. How dumb. Well, that's what I get. Maybe I can try it again. Eh? Ah, okay. That first one was such a good roll, though. Snake eyes. I would have gotten it if I had just had it in my hand, that first roll. That's life for you, I guess, or something. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. Sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags underneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. But why doesn't sleep come? Check the pillows. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Ugh. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease. Check the blanket. Barely covers your shoes, stretched out over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing, a bit tense in the muscles. Relax. I'm gonna roll over to the other side. It's a little bit better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve this case, isn't it? Who killed him? Who? Something to do with, what was it the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again, your thoughts lost beneath the slowing brainwaves. No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Your breath steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming. Ooh, we gotta have a dream sequence? Whoa. It's me, and I'm wearing pants, and I'm hung from a disco ball. This is a lot to take in.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I left.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. While you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
It's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking, and the act is wearing thin too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
My limbic system just called me a stinky boy. But I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve the case.
To what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now.
Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head. Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
I mean, it's delirium tremors, probably. Like, I'm probably going through withdrawal because I didn't drink any alcohol today.
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy. Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. Is this how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What chick? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. I'm gonna bet I messed that broad up way more than she messed me up. It'll come to you. It always does. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, buddy. Time to get some more. Oh, I'm not high enough, I see. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Oh, screams for memes. Yeah, we're still going. I promise I'm going to stop soon. I thought I would sleep and then I would get to save and that would be the end. But it's still going. Wait, what is speed? Potential central nervous system stimulant. Keeps you propped up all day yesterday despite your debilitating hangover. How else do you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. Makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect, ready to go to war against this world. Well, why not? Of course, Smart needs a speed central. You just gotta poke around, follow your nose. Find Speed and sniff it. You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home. This time it will be different. Oh, you fucking sad sack. Oh, can I knock on this door? Kim, let me in. Oh. Kim, why won't you let me in? Okay, well. What a note to end on. Let me go ahead and save. All right, well, that was the stream. There was a lot of stuff in that. And I'm excited for day 2, mostly because I'm excited to go and pick up the dice from the dice maker, which I'm probably going to do just as soon as I possibly can. And I need like 21 reals for rent, which should be fine. So, all right. That's the end of the stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Have a good weekend. If you have Monday off, congrats on your 3-day weekend. If you don't, you know, it's going to be a weird week. So stay safe, make good choices, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.